The lion. The truth behind the king of beasts. What if everything you think you know about the lion is only the surface? We call him the king of beasts. We place his image on flags, gates, crowns, and ancient monuments. For thousands of years, the lion has represented courage, authority, strength, and victory. But the real lion is far more extraordinary than the symbol. Behind that golden menhir is not merely a powerful predator. There is a life shaped by loyalty and conflict, cooperation and sacrifice, tenderness and violence. There is a family whose survival depends largely on the wisdom of its females. There are brothers who may remain together for years. There are mothers who protect one another's cubs. There are hunters who must calculate distance, wind, darkness, and danger, knowing that even one mistake can mean injury, hunger, or death. And here is the first truth that changes the way we see the lion. The lion's greatest strength is not found in his muscles. It is found in relationship. Stay until the end, because when we look beyond the roar, beyond the menhir, and beyond the violence of the hunt, the lion reveals something profound about power, community, responsibility, and the wisdom of the Creator. A king who does not rule alone. Most cats live largely solitary lives. Tigers hunt alone. Leopards usually move alone. Snow leopards survive in remote mountains where encounters with their own kind may be rare. But lions are different. They are the most social of the great cats, and their society is called a pride. A pride is not simply a random gathering of animals. At its heart is usually a group of related females, mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, and cousins, who may remain connected for much of their lives. Around them are cubs of different ages and, for a time, one male or a coalition of males capable of defending access to the pride and its territory. The exact size and structure vary with food, habitat, competition, and local conditions. A pride may divide into smaller groups and later reunite. Scientists call this a fission fusion society. The community remains connected even when all its members are not physically together. That detail matters. A lion does not need to see every member of the pride every moment in order to belong. Their unity is maintained through scent, sound, memory, recognition, and repeated bonds. They greet by rubbing faces and bodies. They rest close together. They groom one another. They roar in chorus. They recognize companions and respond to strangers differently. The pride is not held together by a crown. It is held together by familiarity, cooperation, and shared survival. And this is where the popular image of the Lion King can mislead us. A male lion does not sit above the pride issuing commands. He does not organize every hunt or control every movement. Much of the stability, hunting knowledge, cub rearing, and continuity of the pride comes from the lionesses. The male is powerful, but the pride is not built around power alone. It is built around a network. The lionesses. The living memory of the pride. Watch a lioness move through tall grass and you see a remarkable combination of strength and restraint. Her body is designed for sudden force. Muscular shoulders, strong forelimbs, retractable claws, powerful jaws, and senses tuned to movement and sound. Yet successful hunting begins long before she attacks. It begins with patience. She studies the herd. She observes which animal is separated, young, old, distracted, injured, or poorly positioned. She pays attention to the direction of the wind so that her scent is less likely to betray her. She uses darkness, grass, bushes, uneven ground, and the movements of other lionesses as part of a changing plan. Lions are ambush predators, not endurance runners. They can accelerate with astonishing power, but they cannot maintain a long chase like some canids. Their bodies generate heat quickly, and every failed attempt costs valuable energy. So they must get close. Very close. This creates one of the most intense moments in the natural world. A large predator, capable of bringing down formidable prey, can be defeated by a few seconds of early detection. A flicking ear, an alarm call, a sudden change in the wind. Sometimes that is all it takes. Cooperative hunting can improve the pride's chances and allow lions to confront prey much larger than one hunter could safely manage alone. Lionesses may spread out, occupy different positions, and influence the direction in which prey escapes. But this is not a mechanical military formation repeated perfectly every time. It is flexible behavior shaped by terrain, opportunity, experience, prey species, and individual decisions. Some lions become especially effective in certain positions. Some are more likely to initiate an attack. Others wait on the flanks. In darkness, coordination becomes even more impressive because vision is limited and the situation changes rapidly. Yet even for lions, many hunts fail. That fact is important because it removes the illusion of effortless power. The lioness survives not because every attempt succeeds, but because she continues after failure. She rests, reassesses, waits, and tries again. Real strength is not the absence of failure. It is the ability to endure its cost without surrendering the purpose. The male lion and the meaning of the manet. The male lion is one of the most recognizable animals on Earth. His manet transforms the outline of his head and neck, making him appear larger and more imposing. But the manet is not merely decoration. Its growth is influenced by age, hormones, genetics, nutrition, health, and environment. Color and size can vary greatly. Some males develop dark, full manes. Others have lighter or smaller ones. In especially hot environments, a reduced manet may help with heat management. Researchers suggested that a darker or fuller manet can function as a signal. To other males, it may communicate maturity and fighting ability. To females, it may provide information associated with condition and reproductive fitness. A manet may also offer some protection around the neck during combat, although it is not an impenetrable shield. And the manet carries a cost. More hair means more heat. A conspicuous dark manet makes concealment difficult. Maintaining an impressive signal is not free. That is precisely why it can carry information. A male who survives while bearing that cost may be advertising something about his condition. But even the most magnificent manet cannot guarantee a kingdom. Male lions often live under intense pressure. As young males approach maturity, they usually leave or are forced from the pride of their birth. The protected world of mothers, aunts, siblings, and familiar territory ends. The young male enters a dangerous period of wandering. He must find food without the full support of his childhood pride. He must avoid stronger resident males. He may travel through unfamiliar landscapes filled with rivals, people, livestock, roads, fences, and other dangers. Many young males form coalitions, often with brothers or other familiar males. Together, they can hunt, defend one another, challenge rivals, and improve their chances of gaining and holding a territory. Once again, the lesson is unexpected. Even the animal we use as the ultimate symbol of individual strength often depends on companionship. A lone male may be formidable. A loyal coalition can change his destiny. The roar that crosses the darkness. Then night falls. The heat weakens. The air cools. The savanna changes character. Shapes disappear, distances become uncertain, and sound gains power. From somewhere beyond the darkness, a deep vibration begins. A lion's roar is not simply a loud cry. It is a message carried across the landscape. Under favorable conditions, it can travel for several miles. It can advertise presence, help separated pride members locate one another, warn rivals, and strengthen a chorus of connected animals. The roar says, in effect, I am here. We are here. This place is occupied. To a human listener, the sound feels almost physical. The lowest frequencies seem to pass through the body rather than merely enter the ears. That impression is created by specialized anatomy in the larynx and vocal folds, allowing the lion to produce a powerful, rough sound with enormous carrying force. But lions do not communicate through roaring alone. Their world is filled with quieter signals. Low grunts, growls, moans, body posture, facial expression, tail movement, scent marks, touch, and affectionate rubbing. Cubs call to mothers. Mothers answer. Pride members greet after separation. A lion can communicate peace without a roar and danger without an attack. The loudest voice is only one part of the language. Perhaps that is why the roar is so meaningful. It is not constant noise. It is used in a world already rich with silence, scent, memory, and attention. The hidden tenderness of a dangerous animal. A lioness gives birth away from the center of the pride, usually in a sheltered place where newborn cubs are less exposed. The cubs arrive small, vulnerable, and unable to follow the group. Their eyes are closed at first. Their strength is only beginning. For the first weeks, the mother keeps them concealed and returns to nurse and clean them. Later, she introduces them to the pride. This moment is delicate. The cubs are entering a society with older cubs, adult females, and powerful males. Yet pride life can offer remarkable support. Closely associated females may give birth around similar periods. They can nurse one another's young and defend cubs cooperatively. The cubs grow not only under the care of one mother, but within a community of related females. They learn through play. A cub pounces on a sibling, bites a tail, hides behind grass, stalks an adult, tumbles, fails, and tries again. To us it may look like entertainment, but play is rehearsal. It develops coordination, balance, timing, social boundaries, and the physical patterns that later become essential for hunting and defense. The patience of adults can be astonishing. Cubs crawl over resting lions, pull at tails, interrupt sleep, and investigate everything. Yet the pride tolerates much of this chaos because the next generation must learn. But the life of a lion cub is not gentle. Hunger, disease, accidents, rival predators, and conflict with incoming males can all threaten survival. When a new male coalition takes control of a pride, cubs fathered by previous males may be killed. This is one of the hardest realities in lion society. It is not cruelty in the human moral sense, nor should it be romanticized. It is a reproductive strategy shaped by severe evolutionary competition, and for the mother, it can mean fierce resistance and devastating loss. Nature contains beauty, but it also contains suffering. To admire creation honestly, we must be willing to look at both. Wonder is not denial. True wonder has the courage to face a world in which life is precious precisely because it is vulnerable. Why lions rest so much? People sometimes see lions sleeping for much of the day and imagine laziness. But rest is part of the lion's survival strategy. Lions may spend a very large part of the day resting, especially during periods of heat. A muscular body built for explosive movement consumes energy and produces heat. Hunting large prey is dangerous, digestion is demanding, and unnecessary activity wastes resources. The lion does not prove strength by moving constantly. It preserves strength for the moment when strength is needed. This is a profound contrast to the way human beings often interpret power. We confuse activity with progress and exhaustion with importance. But the lion's rhythm is built around alternation. Stillness and explosion, patience and action, observation and commitment. 4 hours, almost nothing happens. Then, in seconds, everything happens. The successful lion must know the difference between the hour for waiting and the second for moving. A body designed for ambush. Every part of the lion contributes to a coordinated system. The eyes face forward, supporting depth perception that helps judge distance. A reflective layer behind the retina improves performance in low light, allowing lions to make use of dusk, night, and dawn. Their ears can rotate and detect subtle sounds. Their whiskers provide sensory information at close range. Their padded paws allow quieter movement, while retractable claws remain protected until needed for gripping. The rough surface of the tongue, covered with backward-facing structures called papillae, help scrape meat from bone and groom the coat. Large canine teeth seize and hold. Carnassial teeth slice flesh. Powerful forelimbs help pull down prey, while the jaws and throat become part of the final struggle. Yet no single feature explains the lion. Claws without timing are not enough. Teeth without access are not enough. Speed without concealment is not enough. Strength without judgment can become injury. The power lies in integration. Bone, muscle, sense, instinct, learning, terrain, cooperation, and timing must work together. This is one reason the lion inspires such awe. We are not looking at a collection of impressive parts. We are looking at a living unity. The lion is powerful, but not invincible. In films and legends, the lion seems untouchable. In reality, every hunt contains danger. A zebra's kick can break a jaw. A buffalo can gore or crush an attacker. A giraffe can deliver a devastating blow. A warthog's tusks can injure. Hyenas can challenge lions in groups. Another lion may be the greatest threat of all. An injured predator faces a crisis. It cannot simply visit a hospital or wait safely while others provide food indefinitely. A damaged tooth, wounded leg, or infected cut can reduce hunting ability and slowly become fatal. This changes our understanding of courage. Courage is not fearlessness. Fear is useful. It warns, measures, and protects. An animal that attacked every target without calculation would not be brave. It would be unlikely to survive. The lion's courage is selective. It approaches, pauses, evaluates, and sometimes withdraws. Retreat is not always weakness. Sometimes retreat protects the possibility of tomorrow. The African and Asiatic lion. When most people imagine a lion, they picture the open landscapes of Africa. Today, nearly all wild lions do live in sub-Saharan Africa, but Africa is not their entire story. A small population of Asiatic lions survives in and around the Gir landscape of India. They belong to the same species, Panthera leo, but represent a distinct surviving population with its own appearance, history, and conservation challenges. Asiatic males often have a less extensive menere, making the ears more visible, and many individuals show a longitudinal fold of skin along the belly. The existence of Asiatic lions surprises many people because it reveals how much of the lion's former world has vanished. Lions once occupied far more territory across parts of Africa, southeastern Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Ancient peoples did not imagine lions in their stories merely because the animals were distant and exotic. In many regions, human beings actually shared landscapes with them. The lion did not suddenly become an African symbol. It became mostly African after disappearing from much of its former range. That difference is sobering. The lion's place in the living system. A lion does not exist outside the ecosystem. Its life is connected to grass, rain, soil, rivers, insects, herbivores, scavengers, disease, and migration. The chain begins far below the lion. Sunlight supports plants. Rain determines where grass grows. Herbivores transform vegetation into living tissue. Predators obtain energy by hunting herbivores. Scavengers feed on what remains. Insects, fungi, and microorganisms return nutrients to the soil. The lion stands high in this network, but high does not mean independent. Without rain, prey may decline or move. Without space, prides cannot maintain territories. Without healthy prey populations, conflict with livestock can increase. Without connected habitat, young males dispersing from their birth prides may be trapped in isolated areas or pushed into human settlements. As an apex predator, the lion can influence prey behavior, competition, and the movement of energy through the ecosystem. But ecological relationships are complex. We should resist simple claims that one predator mechanically controls everything. The truth is more beautiful. The lion participates in a web of causes, feedbacks, limits, and dependencies. The king is powerful, yet the king depends on grass. The roar depends on rain. The pride depends on landscapes large enough to hold not only lions, but the entire community of life beneath them. When human worlds and lion worlds collide, the greatest danger to lions today is not a stronger predator. It is the shrinking of space. As human populations and infrastructure expand, wild habitat can be converted, divided, or degraded. Roads, farms, settlements, and fences can separate lion populations and restrict the movement of prey. In some regions, lions attack livestock, especially when natural prey is scarce or herds are poorly protected. For a family that loses cattle, goats, or other animals, this is not an abstract conservation issue. It can threaten food, income, and survival. Retaliatory killing may follow. Lions may also be affected by poaching, illegal wildlife trade, poorly managed hunting, disease, and the depletion of prey. It is easy for someone far away to say, people should simply protect the lions. It is much harder to live beside an animal that can cross a weak enclosure at night and destroy a family's livelihood. Lasting conservation must therefore value human lives as well as lion lives. Stronger livestock enclosures, attentive herding, early warning systems, compensation or insurance programs, community-led tourism, habitat planning, anti-poaching work, and benefits shared with local people can reduce conflict. The future of the lion will not be secured by admiration alone. It will be secured when the people who bear the cost of living near lions also receive meaningful support and a fair share of the benefit of protecting them. What the lion teaches us about strength. So what is a lion? Is it the menere? The roar? The claws? The hunt? The answer is yes, but it is also much more. The lion is a mother moving her cubs one by one to safety. It is a sister taking position in the grass while another circles wide. It is a young male leaving everything familiar and walking into uncertainty. It is two brothers resting side by side, each stronger because the other remains. It is a pride answering one voice with many voices in the darkness. The lion overturns our shallow definitions of power. Power is not merely the ability to dominate. It is the capacity to protect, endure, cooperate, wait, and act when action truly matters. The lioness shows that leadership may be quiet, distributed, and persistent. The coalition shows that independence is not the same as isolation. The cub shows that play can be preparation. The failed hunt shows that failure is not final. The resting pride shows that stillness can preserve purpose. And the wounded lion reminds us that even the strongest life is fragile. The fingerprint of the Creator. When we look closely at the lion, we see layer after layer of remarkable order. We see a body capable of explosive power yet governed by the need to conserve energy. We see eyes prepared for low light, paws designed for silence, claws concealed until the decisive moment, teeth shaped for a carnivorous life, and a voice capable of crossing immense darkness. But beyond anatomy, we see relationship. We see mothers, sisters, offspring, coalitions, rivalries, recognition, communication, learning, and memory. We see an animal whose survival is woven into grasslands, herds, rainfall, scavengers, and soil. For those who believe in God as creator, the lion is not merely an accident of beauty or a symbol invented by human imagination. It is a living testimony to creativity beyond our own, a creature whose power humbles us and whose complexity invites reverence. The lion does not need to speak a human language to awaken wonder. Its existence is already a message. It tells us that strength can be magnificent without being simple. That authority carries cost. That community can multiply individual ability. That every powerful life remains dependent on gifts it did not create. Breath, water, food, space, family, and time. And perhaps this is why the lion has occupied the human imagination for so long. We do not see only an animal. We see something we desire and something we fear. We see courage, but also vulnerability. Majesty, but also mortality. Independence, but also the need for others. We call the lion a king. Yet the lion owns no land forever. Every territory will pass to another. Every roar eventually becomes silent. Every manner will fade into the grasslands from which its strength once came. Only the Creator stands above the order of life. The lion, for all its greatness, is still a creature, dependent, temporary, and wonderfully made. Final conclusion. The next time you see a lion, do not look only at the teeth. Look at the patience before the chase. Do not look only at the male's manner. Look at the lionesses who carry the memory of the pride. Do not listen only to the solitary roar. Listen for the chorus that answers. Do not admire only the victory. Remember the failed hunts, the dangerous journeys, the cubs that must learn, and the fragile balance that allows the pride to survive. The lion's deepest lesson is not that the strongest individual rules the world. It is that true strength is never only physical. True strength is disciplined. True strength knows when to wait. True strength protects what cannot protect itself. True strength accepts dependence without shame. True strength rises after failure. And true greatness does not make us worship the creature. It leads us to wonder at the one who gave the creature life. Across the savannah, darkness falls once more. The grass becomes still. Then a roar moves through the night, not as the voice of an invincible ruler, but as the declaration of a living being taking its place within a creation far greater than itself. And somewhere in that sound is a reminder for us all. You do not become powerful by standing above every other life. You become powerful by understanding your place, carrying your responsibility, remaining faithful to those entrusted to you, and using every gift with wisdom. The lion is magnificent, but the wisdom revealed through its life is greater still.